you will be receiving an email that is going to bring you to this exact page with your login credentials. You will use the email address that the email correspondence comes from. But the first thing we're going to ask you to do is change your password. Because you're able to obtain CME credits, we want to make sure that your privacy is the most important to us. So changing your password to make it unique to your experience, we appreciate you doing so. So when you land on this page, you are going to select forget the password. At that point, you will type in the email address and you will get a unique link for your new password to create that new password. So again, this is just signing into MRI Online and then selecting forget password. But once you do log in, once you set up your credentials and log in, you'll hit the login, select login, and you will land on this page. And the first thing that you'll notice is that you can browse the courses, and then they're also broken down into subspecialty as well. So when we hit browse course, you will see all of the courses. One thing to keep in mind is the couple things here on this page. Like I said, you can browse the courses by all, by subspecialty, or down by the actual course themselves. So we have Mastery Series, and then we also have the Power Packs. The Mastery Series are going to give you not only cases, but it's also a lecture series that they are typically about 5 to 10 minutes in length per vignette. And one of our key radiologists will walk through their topic and then also go over cases. The Power Packs, those are case-based only, and you'll have the ability to look at a case, review the web viewer and the full DICOM images of the case, and then answer a question. So it tests your knowledge, and then it provides you the ability to then see the report and the findings from that case. But when we dive into our Mastery Series and you browse the courses, you'll notice that the most recent courses are launched first. We just launched our first breast imaging last week, followed up by SLAP lesion, rectal cancer, and you can see through our different courses as well. As you go through the courses, I'm going to select one here, and it's going to be then the knee course. And when you look at the courses themselves, you can see what's included and is covered in this course, and then it breaks down the course content. And one thing to point out here is that you can start at the beginning of the course. At the beginning of the course, there's going to be basic talks. So therefore, this course is done by Dr. Stephen Pomeranz, and he's going to start with the anatomy of the supporting structures of the knee. So he's going to talk about the ACL, the MCL, the PCL, and then get into the supporting structure anatomy of the posterior corners. And then he'll go into the case review. Some of you will find that the case review is really where the bread and butter of the content will be. This gives you an opportunity, like you're sitting shoulder to shoulder with Dr. Pomeranz as he's talking about search patterns and really just going through that case. So if you select this one here, the first case, this is a 14-year-old with a football injury 1 week ago, and you select the case. One thing you'll notice before the case gets started is you can launch the case. So you'll launch the case here, and this gives you the ability to window, stack, zoom, grid. Unfortunately, because of the you can go through here, you can scroll through the image, look through those, and you can have the ability to bring up any of those images as you're going through this case as well. But I'm going to jump over here so you can just get a snippet of Dr. Pomeranz here, and let's hope that you're able to view this. couple things I want to point out with the screen. To make the screen the full screen, you'll select this icon here. And then if you're wanting to speed up the quality of the video, you'll look at this gear shift here, and that will give you the ability to speed up. This is going to be normal, but you can go all the way up to 1.25 and all the way up to 2x. So if during the content of the video, if you want to hear something and you want to go back 10 seconds, it'll just rewind back. So let me go ahead and press play
MRI
here.
Pathology in a 14-year-old with a football injury 1 week ago. I can't believe this kid has been walking around with this for 7 days. I'm going to be focusing on the corners. So I'm not going to take you through my standard search pattern where I go from the patella to the cruciates to the collaterals, etc. I'm going to go right to the corners in each projection so that I can teach you how to evaluate corner injuries using the 3 orthogonal projections, axial, coronal, and sagittal. So let's start axial.
Okay, I know you guys will be so excited to learn more from Dr. Pomeranz. This is the closest thing you're going to be able to get to seeing him given the current situation. But you can see here the cases go through. You'll get a little bit of the history. You'll want to launch that case prior to, where you can look at the case before, and you can have the ability to window stack, zoom, and grid those images prior to listening to the cases. So it's a great opportunity to really see what he's going to be talking about during the case, and the closest thing to sitting shoulder to shoulder with him. As we then continue on, we can go back to the course page, and this will again allow you to see all of the different courses, the most recent ones at the top of the screen. And then depending on where you left off from your previous login, you can also go right back to continue watching. So the case review live is an opportunity for you all to have access to our key faculty. And on a weekly basis, they will do a lecture series of case review. They will go anywhere between 5 and 10 lectures. Those are hosted every in the US every Thursday afternoon at 4 p.m. So that's going to be 7 a.m. AEDT for you all. The nice thing about any of those case reviews, those are all going to be available on demand as well. So if you can't attend those live, you can watch those on demand. The nice thing about attending those lives is that there is a Q&A at the end of each session, and it gives you the opportunity to ask some of our key contributors questions about the cases that they reviewed. Here is how you select the case review live. You would just select the course there, and you can see that it shows that I'm in progress there. And then you will scroll down to the bottom of the page, and it will show you all of the case reviews that are available on demand. So you can have access to any of those cases at any time. And then up here is to attend a case review live. This just allows you then to select which ones you would like to watch live and then register for those courses as well. This has been wildly successful because of the number of cases and really how in-depth each of the speakers are. It's nice because it's a lecture series, so it's not broken up into 5 to 10 minute videos. You have about a 1 hour lecture on each of these topics. So I think you all will find a lot of great information from that. And again, all of this information is always found in your browse courses, and then you can look through those courses as well. The last thing that I want to bring to your attention is that for every 30 minutes of video that you watch for every case that you go through, you can obtain CME credits, which is part of your CBD as well. So you'll notice up in the upper right-hand corner, you can see the red dot and a 9.5. This is where you will be accruing CME credits. And if you select this box up in the corner, it's going to announce some of the new updates with the CME, with our micro CME. But then you can see here all of the pending CMEs that you have, and then the CMEs that you have claimed. And for any of those CMEs that you have claimed, you're able to then select CME certificate, and you can download any of those certificates right here. And then these will be in your account, or you can also download those to store on your personal desktop as well. You have the ability to look at any time. You can also go back to MRI Online back here with the icon, but you can look at the courses here. You can look at search through here as well. And you can return to your most recent lecture here. And do keep in mind that with our courses, that all of that content is the most recent ones that we release are going to be at the beginning. And we typically will release anywhere between 2 and 3 new courses on a monthly basis. And then our case review live, which is hosted every Thursday afternoon or Friday morning for you all. That is released on a weekly basis as well. And then do keep in mind, you also have access to all of our daily noon conferences. And we probably have over 29 weeks of content here as well. And those are available for you on demand as well.
Well, thank you, Kelly, very much again for another really comprehensive demonstration of the MRI Online platform. So with that in mind, access will be provided via MRI Online through email this week. That'll be sent to all of the radiologists within the I-MED community. And you have 3 months of access to this platform, with the final sort of last date available during this trial will be on the 31st of January in 2021. Within each email, we will be providing you with this demonstration of the video. So if you want to revisit it at any stage, you can. And there'll also be some how to get support information, which will be via MRI Online.